Hello guys, Fuzz here, and welcome back once again to our Final Fantasy IX Let's Play complete walkthrough series. And once again, please do go ahead and like these episodes if you are enjoying them and if they're helpful to you, if you're following along or whatever the case may be. So we've just collected a bunch of fragments for Ramuh, who's a little bit frustrated that the Eidolons have been zapped from Dagger here. So we're just going to go and speak to him now and tell him that we've collected those. We found all 5. We're going to have to share them with him. And one of these apparently doesn't belong of the 5 fragments, which means that we need to give him 4. And we need to do it really in a particular order. So copy this pretty much in the way I do it. And as long as you've been following along, you should be able to do it even without my help. But since this is a walkthrough, I am going to give you the answers. So the first one we want to give him is beginning, which makes sense, I suppose. It is the beginning. And then the second one we want to give him here is cooperation. So we're going to go ahead and select that. The third one we're going to go and choose here is silence. We choose silence indeed. And this one doesn't really matter, in all honesty. You can choose human or hero. And I'm going to go ahead and choose hero. So he's going to tell us the story again, just in case we haven't heard it enough by this point. And now he wants us to ask something. How come we chose hero for the conclusion? Oh, sorry, almost knocked my microphone on the floor. Panic over. People follow a person who keeps on track, and that's why I think a hero who acts in a straightforward manner is remembered for generations. And I want to know what you think in your own words. Me? I'm away from my country, but I haven't forgotten about my people. Your soul is very tense right now. Maybe you'll begin to relax once I become your Eidolon. Wow. Thank you very much. There are many paths. Remember that you alone choose the path on which you walk. And we receive Peridot, which will basically teach us the Ramuh summon ability. And now that he's out of the way, we are free to go ahead. Right, so we're going to have a bunch of scenes coming up now to get through. So if you've missed any of the items in this area and you want to get them, now is probably your chance to do so, in all honesty. Well, once we've got through this initial scene here. So it sounds like we've just received our instructions of protecting the princess from Ramuh there. So we can jump off later if we want to go ahead and collect some extra treasures if we missed them first in the first time round a moment ago, but I didn't actually. So we will come back later if need be, but hopefully you should have everything. And I'm just going to check what's going on here. I want to see that item that we found. There it is. The Peridot. It restores hit points and it cannot be used in the field. Equip as an add-on. Ah, that's interesting. So we'll go ahead and equip there. We'll see which item it is, or what type of item it is. It ain't a hat or a wrist. It's probably an accessory. There we go, look, and we'll go ahead and learn that now. That will teach us the Ramuh ability, which isn't an ability. There it is. So our first summon materia that costs 22 MP, which means we have enough MP to cast it. And now is probably as good a time as any just to test our new summon materia out before we proceed with the story here. Judgment Bolt. Here he comes, the old man. The first time we've used a summon ability in this game. Well, that certainly does the job. Dagger's actually useful now in battle. It's good to know. And with that done, we can go ahead into the next story section aspect of the game. So we'll go ahead now and jump off and see where we end up. So it looks like the Black Mages are once again up to no good. Another CGI cutscene here, so I'll be quiet. So, Queen Barnes still misbehaving herself. And the poor soldiers were themselves getting attacked by the Black Mages. So probably a good idea that Viva himself stays behind, is I'm guessing what Zidane's line of reasoning is. So, once again, there were two of us, Zidane and Dagger, and we've already been fully healed up, which is good to know. We're just going to make our way through the scenes as we start to head north. So this place isn't looking too good at the moment, is it? And we're just going to keep on going ahead. And I think this is a scene where we get a little bit of a monetary reward for watching. Hey, look, it's Sid the Oglop, or Ogloop, or whatever those things are called. Oh no, I've got the feeling that poor VV has found himself captured here. So we get another mention of Kujar here, who of course we saw hanging out with Beatrix and with Queen Bran earlier, plotting. Bit of a strange looking fella if you ask me. And I think he was also present at the auction house earlier on, wasn't he, if we can remember that incident. And we're learning about a new area now which hasn't appeared on our map previously, the Outer Continent. So it seems like we've got an objective in mind now. The destruction of Kujar, which I'm sure sounds a lot easier than it's actually going to be. And of course the swamp that Sid's talking about here is a swamp that if you've been following this walkthrough you should be somewhat familiar with already. But I'll leave it at that for now. And there's the reward I was talking about, 3,000 gil. Right. So we can purchase some items, and I am going to go ahead and purchase some potions because we ran out some time ago. Not that they're particularly useful anymore. With the amount of hit points that our party now has, I'll go ahead and buy a few tents as well, just to make sure we're nicely stocked up. Oh, that'll do. We don't use all that many, mainly use them in battle, to be honest, against bosses. So, we're going to go ahead and watch some of these ATEs that pop up, just for some extra story. They are optional. Say hello to some of these other folks. See what they've got to say for themselves. And we're just going to basically head back to where we initially came in. And make our way into the one of these buildings. The station. Yes, we don't want to go there. On second thoughts, we do want to go here. No, we don't. Get myself into a confused pickle. We should be able to just access the inn. I'm not sure why I couldn't go in. Oh, no, I can now. I must have just not hit the button close to the door. Strange, but sorry about that. Right then, we're just going to go ahead and look for the Moogle. There he is. Nope, not that way. This way. We're going to go here and do magnets first and foremost. Give Madoon a letter from Sereno. Thanks for delivering the letter, Kupo. I rode an airship called the Red Rose, but I saw something horrible. Kupo. The Eidolon Odin's power is terrifying, and it destroyed Clara completely. There's not even a trace of the city now. Right, and we should also have a letter from this fella. There's a letter for Zidane. Having a terrible time finding actors, I'm ready to take anyone who can read this point. Okay. And again. He wants us to deliver another letter, so this is why you have to just keep reading through the letters until they say they can't read anymore, or they want mail rather, and it should be at this point. There we go, I want mail, Cooper. So go ahead and save, and now we're just going to make our way back to the theatre district, but we're just going to make a few unscheduled stops on the way to pick up a couple of items. So, one of these houses we should be able to actually enter. It might just be in the next area though, which is fine. Somewhere around here there's an item we can loot. Yep, a Lindblum card. That's the alleyway, if you remember. It's now blocked off. And this is the house with the items I was speaking of. To see what the field icon is here. Card Collector Volume 8. And an Ether. And Phoenix Pinion for our trouble. But once we've got those 3 items, including the card which we just looted outside, we can head over into the next area. We'll just cross over here. See what this guy's got for us. Anything new? We could actually craft this exploder, but we do need a Mage masher, which we don't actually have, sadly. But if we do get one, then it might be worth it. And we can actually craft the coral ring now, so I will actually go ahead and do that. It is a useful item to have. And the gold choker. There's quite a few things we can do here. But for now, I think we're going to leave it at that. We could go for this as well. Just go ahead and see what we can make use of. Okay. What was the thing we just learned then? Oh yeah, it was some of this stuff, wasn't it? Now, the reason why the coral ring's decent is because it completely absorbs Thunder Elemental attack when it's equipped. So you'll definitely want to make use of that in certain battles. But for now, we do just want to keep the Penny Dot equipped. And we'll go ahead and throw the coral ring on Zidane for the time being. Although I don't know if we've got any Thunder encounters coming up, but hey, at least if we need it, it's there. So we want to make our way back to the station and just fly to the theatre district. So there's a couple more items that we can collect from such a place. So we'll exit the station here, and we should be able to actually go into here, despite the fact it looks like it's kind of burning, and grab some stuff, including the good old ore. And that's about it actually, but I'm sure it's worth it. And now we're just going to head down these stairs here. One of these guys we do want to speak to. Doubt it's a soldier. Nope. Just getting through that dialogue. Must be this one here with a blue hat on. Yeah, Lowell. We want to speak to Lowell. Even a big star like me can't make a living without a theatre. Hey pal, do you know any other theatres that I can work at? Yeah, this girl Ruby runs a small theatre in Alexandria. Ah, buddy. Is that right? I'm too big of a star for a sleepy town like Alexandria, but that's okay. I'll share my talent with those uncultured people. And they're off. What a strange pairing of actors. Anyway, we're going to head into the Tantalus hideout here. And it looks like there's some more treasure chests. Basically, they're gil chests. All 3 have gil in. Open the last one here. 993 gil, that's not too bad. And we once again want to go all... Yeah, don't want to fall down there, Zidane. Go all the way back the way we came. And head back to the business district. So make our way back to the station. Here. There we go. And and fly to the business district. And now we're going to concentrate on getting some more weapons and whatnot for our party. We had a little look at it earlier when we were in the area, but now we're really going to focus on it. So we're going to head to the weapon shop first of all, because I do want to craft that Explodia weapon for Zidane. He's had this ogre mashery thingy-majig for quite a while now, so it'd be nice to finally be able to change things around a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and purchase a Mage masher. I don't think there's anything else off the top of my head that we need to get from here. Although there are a load of items here if you need them as part of your synthesis. And also I would recommend trying to craft things for Vivi as well. It's hard to see exactly what we can get for him with him not in the party, as in what will benefit him. But if it's new, you probably want to make it, is the general rule of thumb. So let's see what else we haven't got. We could go for a glass buckle. We haven't got one of those. And a barrette. We don't have it either. We need the needle fork. Okay, we'll make one of those. And just see what that does for a dagger here. It teaches her the Cure spell. That could be quite useful. Although I do want to learn Ramuh before we go ahead with that. Although eventually we will definitely be wanting to use it. We'll just throw our new weapon onto Zidane here. And say goodbye to the trusty ogre, which we have used for a substantial amount of time now. But it's time to boost Zidane's attack, finally. And begin teaching him some new weapon abilities. Including... okay, these are actually abilities that are part of the weapon. So, sacrifice yourself to restore hit points and MP to other party members, and deals physical damage based on luck. Okay, so in all honesty, probably won't be using those all that often, but the boost in damage is definitely nice. But yeah, the two items you really want are that Exploder and Barrette, which teaches Cure for a dagger. One thing I am going to do here, and I highly recommend you do also, is to purchase... where are they? Yeah, those. No. Not chain plate, chain mail. That's what we want. And we're not just going to purchase one. We're going to purchase 15. And most of those are going to be used in synthesis later on. But they are going to be rare as well. So that's why I definitely want to get them now. If you don't have enough money, then you can just go out of the area and fight some monsters. Or even just sell a bunch of ethers, which should give you enough to do that. And that's pretty much it, I think, in terms of weapons and whatnot. We are going to go and speak to this guy, and he's going to ask us if we're ready here. But before you choose that you are ready, remember that you can't come back for quite a while, so be sure that you are ready indeed. And we get an ATE here, which is forced upon us. A couple of chests there that I want to grab, but obviously of course we can't because we're not there yet. Is it me, or are things just a little bit grim at the moment? Everyone seems a tad melancholy, even see Dan, who's normally all jolly and happy. Maybe the toll of everything that's going on is really having an effect on them all. Which is understandable, I suppose. Here comes Sid. Oh, it's on schedule. And now we get the new world map. We'll get another active time event forced upon us. We are getting to the end of this somewhat lengthy collection of cutscenes here. And we are once again ready to leave to go onto the world map. However, we do just want to save before we do anything, of course. I'm just going to check. We've still got a coupon nut, and if you've been following through with my walkthrough, then you should also have a coupon nut. And remember, you can only hold one of these at a time, so if you're doing the side quest, then don't do the magnet with this guy right now, because that's going to mess things up. But by all means go ahead and save, but just do not choose magnet right now. Don't worry, we're not going to miss out on magnet, we are going to do it all, but just don't select it at this moment. So we're going to finish off here. I know we've had a bit of a slog through cutscenes and what have you, but it is important to advance the story, of course. So thanks for joining me, and please remember to hit that subscribe button and come back soon as we continue on with more Final Fantasy IX. Bye guys, take care.